In a world full of noise, the strongest person is the one who learns to be still. This is the story of a lost young man who discovered the power of an empty mind and transformed his entire life forever. There was a young man named Ethan, living in a fast, crowded city where life never stopped moving. Every day felt like a race he kept losing. He woke up with stress, walked with stress, and slept with stress. His mind was loud, overflowing with doubts, fears, and old memories he wished he could erase. Ethan wanted success. He wanted peace. He wanted a life he could look back on with pride. Yet his own thoughts kept pulling him down. He worked hard, but failure still chased him. He tried to focus, but his mind kept distracting him. He wanted silence, but the noise inside never stopped. One night, after a painful argument at home and another difficult day at work, Ethan walked alone through the empty streets. Cold wind pushed against his jacket. The streetlights flickered like tired eyes. He walked until he reached an old, quiet park at the edge of the city. He sat on a wooden bench, lowered his head, and whispered, "Why can't I fix my life? Why does everything feel so heavy?" A soft voice spoke behind him. "Your mind is heavy because it is full." Ethan turned. An elderly man stood there, holding a small lantern. His eyes were calm, deep, and full of stories. "Full of what?" Ethan asked. The old man walked closer and sat beside him. "Full of fear, full of stress, full of expectations, full of memories that block your future." Ethan listened silently. The old man placed a metal bowl in front of them. He filled it with water from a flask. Then he dropped several stones inside. The water overflowed immediately. "This bowl," the old man said, "is your mind. You keep adding more stones. No space remains for clarity or peace." Ethan stared at the overflowing bowl. The old man stood up slowly. "If you want clarity, come back here tomorrow at sunrise." Then he walked away into the darkness, the lantern glowing until it finally disappeared. Ethan went home with a strange feeling, almost like hope. That night, he wrote down everything hurting him, every failure, every regret, every fear, every painful memory. When the page was full, he tore it into pieces. For the first time in years, he felt a little lighter. The next morning, Ethan returned to the park. The old man was waiting. "Today," the old man said, "you learned the first rule. Slow your breath, slow your thoughts, slow your world." Ethan followed the breathing exercise. For a moment, the noise in his head faded. Days passed, and Ethan came every morning. Day 1, silence, to hear his own truth. Day 2, focus, to choose what truly mattered. Day 3, control, to stop reacting to everything. Day 4, discipline, to build routines stronger than excuses. Day 5, purpose, to direct his energy toward growth. Ethan began to transform. He stopped wasting time on arguments. He stopped chasing people's approval. He stopped carrying yesterday's pain into today. His mind slowly became clearer, lighter, calmer. Then one morning, Ethan arrived at the park and found the bench empty. The old man was gone. Only the metal bowl remained. Inside it was a small folded note. "Stillness lives inside you now. Walk forward with clarity." Ethan held the note and felt something powerful inside him. Control. Not control over the world, but control over himself. Years passed. Ethan built a successful career, helped his family, and guided others. His calm mind became his greatest strength. People wondered how he managed stress so easily, how he stayed focused, how he grew so quickly. He never told them the secret. Whenever he felt overwhelmed, he closed his eyes and whispered, "Empty the noise, Keep the stillness. People thought Ethan was naturally confident, but they never knew how many storms he had survived inside himself. Stillness gave him power. Clarity gave him confidence. Discipline gave him success. His journey became proof that greatness does not come from a loud mind. It comes from a quiet one. Your mind can change the same way, not when life gets easier, but when your thoughts get lighter. Empty your mind. Find your stillness. Start today.